The turbine body is composed of rotating part and stationary part. The rotating part includes moving blade, impeller, main shaft coupling and other parts. The stationary part includes cylinder, diaphragm sleeve, steam seal, bearing and other parts. The cylinder is the shell of the turbine. The high-pressure cylinder is supported on the bearing seat by the cat claws at both ends. The outside of the cylinder is connected with inlet, exhaust and extraction pipes. High-pressure main steam valve and regulating valve are arranged on both sides of high-pressure cylinder. High-pressure outer cylinder, high-pressure inner cylinder and rotor. The high-pressure outer cylinder is barrel-type design, which is divided into inlet steam cylinder and exhaust cylinder by vertical radial split. The inner cylinder is a vertical and longitudinal bisector structure. The stator cascade is directly installed on the inner cylinder. The high-pressure rotor is of integral forging structure without center hole. A shaft seal is arranged where the rotor passes through the cylinder. The coupling and the main shaft are forged together. The high-pressure stage moving blade is directly installed on the drum. The moving blade is composed of the blade root, blade profile, and blade tip. The high-pressure stage moving blade adopts T-shaped blade root and overall shroud. The intermediate pressure cylinder is supported on the bearing seat by the lower cylinder cat claw. The reheated steam enters the IP cylinder through two combined steam valves installed on the left and right sides of the IP cylinder. The steam that has done the work is discharged from the top. The intermediate pressure cylinder adopts double flow path and double layer cylinder design. The inner and outer cylinders are divided into upper and lower half by horizontal split. The double flow path inner cylinder is supported on the outer cylinder. The intermediate pressure rotor is a shunt structure, and the shaft seal section is where the rotor passes through the cylinder. The outermost end is the coupling. The exhaust steam of the intermediate pressure cylinder enters into two shunt low-pressure cylinders through the connecting pipe. The function of atmospheric safety valve is to prevent cylinder from overpressure damage. The low-pressure cylinder is double flow path and double layer structure. Low-pressure outer cylinder, low-pressure inner cylinder. The LP rotor has two sections, each of which is a shunt structure. The shaft seal section is where the rotor passes through the cylinder. The outermost end is the coupling. The root of LP blade is fir tree. The penultimate stage and the third last stage have their own shroud blades.